Hey guys, you're watching Desimartini and my name is Zinia. Today we have with us two actors who are all set, two very young actors, I must add, who are all set with a new film, Tadap. You have seen this film before in the sense that this is the remake of RX 100, but these two stars have ensured that you would get a new experience into it. I'm talking about debutant Ahan Shetty and the gorgeous and talented Tara Sutaria. Tara, Ahan, welcome to Desi Martini.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ahan, this question, the first question has to go to you because this is your debut film, so we can understand the kind of nervousness, excitement that you might be having. Most of the times they say that your debut film kind of sets the tone of how the audience is going to perceive you for a very long time. So, did you take that into consideration when Tarap came your way?
Not really, because doing a film like this is a little bit risky as a debutant. It's not your normal love story. So it's a very different type of love story, a very intense love story. And the audience can leave the cinema either really liking you or really not liking you. So yeah, definitely didn't go, didn't accept this role thinking like, oh, maybe I should do this because the audience will fall in love with me. It's mainly because I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to do something different. And I feel when I challenge myself, that's when I bring out the best in myself. So that's how I went into this film.
Okay. Tara, we are seeing you in an intense character. Like Ahan said, that this is an intense love story. It's not like a love story that you normally get to see.
Right.
And this kind of character is very different from what you have played before. So, how was your prep into playing your character from Tara?
Well, apart from the fact that we did workshops together and rehearsals together prior to filming in Mussoorie and Rishikesh, Ahan and I think we had to watch the film, the original RX 100, and I think basically just try to emulate whatever we could from the original actors from the original film. Prep wise, I think it was just very basic for me because I had to just think about what I wanted to do to create my own version of Ramisa. That's the name of my character. She has studied in London, and but she also comes from a very well loved political family in Mussoorie. So there was a lot to think about when it comes to the little nuances, and I was really grateful to Milan sir for helping me with that. She's extremely intense and she's very passionate, and there's so many different shades to her that I got to explore while playing her. And like you said, I haven't done something like this before, so it was really, really interesting as a process for me.
uh, Talking about RX 100, the film that Tarap is a remake of, many critics have claimed that RX 100 is a problematic film and that there's a kind of like glorification of violence. We have seen before how, when Arjun Reddy was remade into Kabir Singh, there was a lot of protest, there was a lot of talk about it. Do you fear that somewhere the audience might see this film as a problematic film?
Honestly, if the audience felt that way, I feel like there would have already been some sort of controversy because the final scene in the trailer, is quite intense. But we're not getting that response. Everything has been very positive. Everyone is really showering a lot of love and appreciation, towards us. And yeah, I'm not really worried about it. But if it does come up, everyone has a right to their opinion, and we just have to respect that. We are actors. We are responsible for what we do and what we say. So yeah, at the end of the day, just respecting everyone's opinion.
Okay. Tara?
Absolutely, but I also feel like this is a very different kind of story. It's not what we've seen in Kabir Singh. I absolutely love that movie, but it isn't that. And while I do understand there might be comparisons, perhaps because they're both remakes or adaptations of films that have come from the South, this isn't that story. This is a very different story, and I also do feel like when you watch the film, you'll probably understand
Yeah.
better why you've seen what you've seen in the trailer. There is I would say it's a justifiable creative reason to see what you're going to see. Like I said, there's a reason for everything, and I think creatively, it makes sense to feel like you have that control to be able to create what you want. It's fiction. It's not a reality. It's not like it's a true story. This is completely fictional, and I completely respect the opinions that have, if any, comments have been made about it being similar. But I promise you, it's a very very different story.
Okay, and we are eagerly waiting to see the film very soon. It's going to release very soon, and we are eagerly waiting to see how it turns out to be because the trailer looks intense. Intense is just the one word that comes to our mind when we talk about the film, from the look of it. And Ahan, I asked Tara about her prep, but did you get into any certain zone while you were playing this character?
I think if I did get into a specific zone, it would have been a little difficult for me because I had to juggle between the two, personalities. One is that intense, Ishana. The other one is a slightly, loving and shy Ishana, you can say. So in terms of prep, for me, it was, I did a lot of workshops. I did workshops with Tara. I feel like when you're doing such a film, you have to be very comfortable with your co-star. And then, of course, having Milan sir as a director, he's so experienced. He really helped me and guided me through the process. And then, of course, having Kumud Mishra and Saurabh Shukla on set with you as well. They're such fantastic performers. So automatically, the people you have around you, their performances helped lift mine. So yeah, I could say, it was just a team effort, which kind of helped me perform both personalities, you could say.
And how similar is your character to how you are in personal life?
I'd say one Ishana, the more shy one, I guess I can relate to a lot more. The really intense one, I'm not like that at all. Yeah.
Tara, how much was your Tadap to be a part of Tadap?
Very much. I think it's just such a wonderfully unusual story to be a part of as new actors. Both Ahan and I think, must feel the same way about this. It's um, it's just a really unique love story, and there are so many love stories in our line of work, but I haven't come across one that's like this. And I don't know if I'll ever get an opportunity again to play a role quite as fearless, I suppose, as this one. So I'm very excited to be a part of it, and I can't wait for people to see what Ramisa is all about.
Wow. And how much was your Tadap to get into Bollywood, Ahan?
Um, for me, it was more about I loved acting. That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, I mean that Tadap was there ever since I was in school. Also subconsciously because my father was an actor. You know, I wanted to do what my father was doing. But yeah, before that, I wanted to join the Indian Army. That was my goal. That was my focus. And then when I started acting, yeah, I mean, I couldn't say it was. I was dying to join the industry, but because I loved acting so much, it kind of guided me towards the industry.
Okay. And finally, I would like to ask you both. Ahan, you said that this is a kind of character that either the audience would fall in love with or might not like at all.
Right.
So, also when you, debut with a remake of any film, comparisons with the original are bound to happen. So comparisons of your performance to that of in the original are also going to happen, as for you as well, Tara. So how did you deal with that? Did that thought come to your mind while you guys were shooting for the film?
Um, I mean, it definitely did, but it's how you take that, the comparisons. I think, you shouldn't let the outside pressures get to you, and you shouldn't let what what people around you are saying get to you. Um, we were focusing on Tadap. Tara was playing Ramisa, I was playing Ishana, and that was our main focus. We weren't really focusing on, oh, like we're making a remake of RX 100.
Yeah, exactly.
We kind of went into it as thinking of it as, okay, we're making an original film.
You can, yeah. Yeah. I actually didn't think of, I completely forgot that we were doing a remake because I feel like the atmosphere on set was such that there was no,
Yeah,
sometimes it happens where, your director or your producer can say, watch the original, then shoot this scene, then watch the original, then shoot that scene, and, take into context what they've done and sort of recreate that. But that's not at all what happened with our film. And like I said, I actually completely sometimes forgot that we were doing a remake. It was like a fresh new project, and that was the fun, exciting part of it as well.
Okay, and before we go, Tara, one reason why we should not be missing Tara at any cost.
To be honest with you, it's just the most unusual, intense, crazy, wild ride of a story, and I think that I really feel like the youth will connect with it because, and even people older, I think will really connect with it because I feel like there are some emotions in this story that are unmissable and have definitely been felt by many people world over. I think love is such a universal feeling, and I think at some point in all of our lives we've felt very passionately about it. So I think if that sort of story resonates and connects with you, then please don't miss that out.
And Ahan, for you?
for me, very similar to what Tara said. It's a very different type of film. The audience is going to go through a roller coaster of emotions in this film, and I just feel um, there's so much to this film. You get action, you get amazing songs,
Yeah.
amazing performances. And I'm not talking about mine, but all the other actors. So it's a film that you don't want to miss, and at the same time, like Tara said, I feel like people from all ages are going to be able to connect with this film. Everyone's been in love. Everyone's had their heart broken. Some people might not want to accept it, but deep down they have. And I feel like when someone watches a film is when some people realize that, okay, it's not just me who's gone through this. So I feel like that message will come across very strongly.
Okay. Good luck to you, Tara, and good luck, Ahan, for Tara. We are eagerly waiting for it, and best of luck for the film.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and please take care. Thank you for joining with Desimartini.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.